So today I'm going to be providing you with a brief tutorial on how to find the financial information that is required for assignment number 1. If you read the instructions of the assignment, you'll see that the first thing you need to do is to choose a publicly traded company. Now this is any company that is listed on a stock exchange. It can be a Canadian company, it can be an American company, it can be the company that you work for, it can be a company in a different industry that you're interested in. It can be anything. So today I'm going to choose a Canadian company first and show you how to find the information. I'm going to choose Loblaws. And the first place to start is just with Google. So I'm going to Google Loblaws financial statements. I'll click on annual reports. Some keywords to look for when you're searching for this information are annual reports, financial statements, financial reporting, investor information. In this case, it's called an investor center, financial filings. These are all keywords that you can look for in order to find this information because it will be different with every company. So here under this list here, I can find financial statements and notes. So I'm going to download this PDF. And as you can see here, their financial statements come up. And I can see from their table of contents that a couple of pages in, I will find the information I need. So if I scroll down a couple of pages, I will come here to the consolidated statement of earnings, which in our case is the income statement. Now don't be fooled, there will be different titles for different companies based upon the accounting firms that they use. The best way to know I'm talking about an income statement is to look at the very first line. If I see the word revenue or the word sales at the top, then I know that I'm talking about the income statement. If I see net earnings, net profit, net income at the last line, then I'll know that I'm on an income statement. So what I'm going to do, because I want you to provide a copy of your financial statements in your report, I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Now because I'm using a Mac, I'm going to use the grab tool. But if you are using a PC, you can just use the print screen button on your keyboard. Copy this. And then paste it into my word processor. So there we go. Next, I'll go back, and because I need my income statement and my balance sheet, if I scroll down another couple of pages, I will find my balance sheets. And again, this may be called a statement of financial position. Different names are given for balance sheets, but the way I know for sure it's a balance sheet is that the very first line at the top are assets. If I see assets up there at the top, I know that it's a balance sheet. So I'm going to do the same thing with this and copy and paste this into my word processing document. Now just another quick thing I'd like to bring your attention to is that if I scroll down past the financial statements, I'll get to notes to the consolidated financial statements. Now sometimes it's worthwhile to have a little read through some of these notes. Sometimes in the financial statements you will see here, if I go back to the balance sheet, I'll see beside cash and cash equivalents it says note 9. So if I scroll down to the notes and get to note 9, it should give me some more information about that. Oh, I went. So here we go. It tells me a little bit more about the cash and the cash equivalents. So you don't necessarily need to read through all of this, but in some cases it'll provide you with a little bit more information about what they're talking about. If I go back to here, I can also download the Management's Discussion and Analysis, or MD&A portion. Again, this is not necessarily required, but it may be interesting for you to be able to look at some information here. So here, if I look down, they'll talk about their acquisition of Shoppers Drug Mart Corporation. It gives you some ideas on their cash flows. Some of their operating risks and financial risks that they have open to them. These may be some things that will help you in your analysis. So it's not a bad idea to have a quick look through some of these pages as well. Now the other place, if I'm looking at a Canadian company, the other place that I can go is to CDAR, which is run by the Canadian Securities Authority, and it's www.sedar.com. Click on English, and then I go to Search Database, and I'm looking for a public company. So here's another place. If you're finding it very difficult on the website to find the information, you can go through here and find their information. Again, if I come down here, I can see audited annual financial statements. This will give me a link to that same PDF before. Sometimes this makes it a little bit easier to find the information through CDAR. If I'm looking for an American company, I can do the same thing, go to their website, or the other place I can go is to the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, sec.gov. If I go to company filing search, I can search here for the name of the company, and again, it might be a little bit easier for you to find the information that you need if you're looking for an American company's financial information.